Good day. Here are the stories for the Manila Times for Saturday, March 19, 2022. The printing of ballots will be live streamed in the wake of calls for transparency in the electoral process for the May polls. Commission on Elections or COMELEC spokesman James Menes said on Friday the uninterrupted live feed can be accessed by the public at the COMELEC's website and Facebook page. The COMELEC had earlier barred representatives of political parties, election watchdogs, accredited groups, and other stakeholders from observing the printing of ballots at the National Printing Office in Santa Rosa, Laguna. The poll body explained that the restrictions were imposed by Commissioner Marlon Casquejo, chairman of the COMELEC Steering Committee, in accordance with the COVID-19 restrictions. The National Citizens Movement for Free Elections, or NAMFREL, said that while it understands the challenges the COMELEC faces given the varying COVID-19 alert levels, it should not be an excuse to deny access to the crucial phases of the election process, particularly the printing of ballots and related materials. The same concerns were aired by NAMFREL officials and other stakeholders during the March 9 hearing of the Senate Committee on Electoral Reforms and People's Participation. Jimenez said the live feed covers the printing area, packing and shipping area, and quarantine room. The campaign of presidential candidate Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. has reminded his supporters not to be lulled into complacency by his formidable lead in pre-election surveys. Victor Rodriguez, Marcos spokesman, issued a reminder after Marcos and running mate Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio maintained their leads in the latest survey of Publicus Asia. Rodriguez said Publicus' March survey result is very humbling and inspires us to work even harder. In the Publicus survey, Marcos was the choice of 55.1% of respondents, an increase of 2.8% from the February poll. President Rodrigo Duterte said he is hurt by what is happening in Russia, which is at war with Ukraine, because Russian President Vladimir Putin is his personal friend. In a public address before cabinet and local officials in Tacloban City late last Thursday, the president also said he will not let the country meddle in other nations' fight. Late in February, Russian troops invaded Ukraine, an act which has been strongly denounced by world leaders. The Philippines were among the nations that voted for a United Nations resolution expressing explicit condemnation of Russia's assault on Ukraine. Duterte stressed that he will not allow the Philippines to get involved in the conflict, even if the United States, a long-standing ally of the country, is involved. President Rodrigo Duterte will decide on the proposed four-day work week when he meets his cabinet on Monday. In a radio interview on Friday, acting spokesman and Presidential Communications Operations Office Secretary Martin Andanar said the president is likely to approve the proposal. Andanar said that after Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez III recommended a shorter work week, the president went by the cabinet's economic cluster's decision because that is their expertise. Reducing the number of workdays is one of the measures seen by the National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, to soften the impact of rising fuel prices. Calls to scrap the excise tax on fuel were turned down by the economic cluster, who warned that doing so would deprive additional services and benefits for the public of much needed funding. Under the proposal, the usual 5-day, 8-hour work week will be reduced to 4 days, each with 10 working hours. Health Undersecretary Francisco Duque and his predecessor Janet Garin are facing a criminal and civil complaint about the death of a 15-year-old, allegedly due to complications caused by the controversial anti-dengue vaccine known as Dengvaxia. Public Attorney's Office, or PAO Chief Presida Rueda Acosta, on Friday said that lawyers as well as members of the Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption, or VACC, will file the criminal complaint next week before the Department of Justice, while the civil case will be filed before the Quezon City Regional Trial Court. A total of 37 other individuals are included in the complaint, Acosta said. According to the PAO chief, the victim, identified as Aaron from General Trias, Cavite, was inoculated with 3 doses of the anti-dengue vaccine. The boy, who used to be healthy, active, and athletic prior to his vaccination in 2016 and 2017, passed away on March 14, said PAO Forensics Division Head Dr. Erwin Erfe, who conducted an autopsy on the victim's body. Tagaytay Police on Friday confirmed that former Big Brother housemate and actor Kit Thompson, 25, is under their custody for allegedly hurting her girlfriend, newbie actress Anna Halandoni. Authorities were alerted after Halandoni pleaded for help from her friends that she was detained by Thompson in their Tagaytay hotel room and even sent pictures of her with noticeable bruises on her face. She is currently undergoing medical treatment for several injuries. Police Regional Office 4 Regional Director Brigadier General Antonio Yara said that Tagaytay PNP rescued Halandoni from a certain hotel in Tagaytay City after receiving a call from Dial 911. Yara said that Halandoni had a misunderstanding with Thompson that resulted in physical violence. While Thompson has yet to comment on the matter, his talent management arm, Cornerstone Entertainment, released a statement asking netizens to refrain from sharing unconfirmed details of the incident. Over the business, the number of unemployed Filipinos decreased at the start of the year, even as fewer people joined the labor force due to COVID-19 mobility restrictions, the Philippine Statistics Authority or PSA said on Friday. National statistician Claire Dennis Mapa revealed in a virtual briefing on Friday that preliminary labor force survey data showed the country's unemployment rate in January was estimated to be at 6.4%, the lowest since the COVID-19 pandemic began. It amounts to 2.93 million jobless persons, a 1.04 million decrease from the 3.96 million reported in January 2021. The lower unemployment rate, Mapa emphasized, can be ascribed to a lower labor force participation rate of 60.5%, which was substantially influenced by stricter mobility limitations imposed in January this year to combat a surge of COVID-19 cases due to the Omicron variant. In sports, the Philippine Athletics Track and Field Association or PATAFA explained its side following the filing of a motion citing PATAFA officials in contempt at the Senate and the Philippine Olympic Committee or POC board's decision to suspend the federation for 90 days. Senator Pilar Juliana Pia Cayetano, Senator Francis Tolentino, Senator Panfilo Ping Lacson, and Senate President Vicente Tito Soto III filed a motion on Wednesday saying that PATAFA violated the Senate Committee on Sports order on February 7 to settle its issue with Olympian pole vaulter Ernest John E.J. Ubiena amicably. The senator said that the PATAFA committed the violation when its president, Philip Juico, filed an arbitration case before the Court of Arbitration for Sport, or CAS, in Switzerland 4 days after the Senate hearing. In a statement on Thursday, the PATAFA explained that the arbitration case being referred by the senators is not an initiatory pleading, but an appeal to nullify the POC's decision that declared Juico as a persona non grata and dismissed the harassment complaint filed against Juico by Ubiena before the POC. Antonio Contreras and Yen Macabenta are today's front-page columnists. Both columnists discuss the recent pre-election surveys of presidential candidates. Today's editorial wants the next presidential administration to tackle productivity as an economic policy. Read a full version on the paper's opinion section or listen to the Voice of the Times. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram and keep up with the Times. For the Manila Times, this is Paulo Limapi.